Hi, folks. Good morning to each one of you, and have a wonderful week ahead. I'm sure you're all having a relaxing time this weekend with your family and friends, and probably also setting the tone for a productive next week. Very interesting topics being discussed here in our channel, primarily focused on life and career. So, if you think these nuggets of information will be useful to you, probably I'll urge you to stay subscribed. And a very interesting perspective on hard work, or probably why we really don't want to work hard, or why is it we don't want to work hard, is the topic being discussed here. The whole idea of this podcast is to probably simplify the entire thought process which goes behind working hard or otherwise. So why is that some people are willing to put in a consistent amount of hard work over years and years and years and decades in their work life primarily, and accomplish things much better than somebody who is not willing to work hard. Now, a very important caveat here, when I say hard work, I'm not really saying that you have to sweat it out 20 hours a day, like what Mr. Narayanamurthy of Infosys has suggested, 70 or 80 hour work week. No, I'm not at all saying that. In a normal working day, 8-hour working day or 9-hour working day, through our workplace course, how willing to work hard are we? Or if we are an entrepreneur, how much hard work are we willing to put? And this doesn't start or commence just at the point where you finish your education and start working, but probably it even starts earlier in life when we don't even realize that hard work is important. Maybe from late schooling, and once we start the rat race of public exams in 10th standard, 12th standard, or whatever it is called in your region, and subsequently in graduation and things like that. And from there, this entire rigmarole has to start. And if you ask me if there is a choice between hard work and not hard working, I think the earlier choice is a wise choice. Why do I say so? Because unfortunately, what happens is a lot of times we think that Lady Luck will come smile on us, and we also take cognizance of the fact that Lady Luck keeps smiling on a handful of people we know. But yes, the extent to which Lady Luck smiles on people is very limited in my own experience. I'm not dissuading you from probably visualizing or imagining that destiny has got wonderful things in store for you. Yes, that is a probability, but the strike rate of you getting successful, or strike rate of you having what you want in life, is much higher if we work harder. Again, work harder in the sense, put in sustained amount of work, reasonable amount of work, where you have to thrive in your workplace, become reasonably acceptable in terms of numbers and targets. And if you want to be recognized more at your workplace, and wherever you are, recognized in your educational institution, recognized in your school or college, there is no other choice but to put in fair amount of hard work. And yes, if you are probably a smart person endowed with better IQ and better brains than most of us are, then this quantum of hard work is probably going to reduce. And with so much being at stake, and with the fact remaining that hard work is fairly important, what can be the reasons that we refuse to work hard? Have you thought about it? Or probably do you think it is a very complex thing to think? Simplifying it very easily, there are only a couple of reasons why we may not want to work hard. Number one, inertia, or probably laziness, or probably taking things very casually. Again, because of the huge assumption that we will get lucky at some point, and somewhere we will crack that exam by a whiff of luck, or by a whiff of coincidence, or by a whiff of that particular day on which we take the exam being a great day. And similarly, if you are in a workplace, just being lackadaisical, not doing much, just doing the barest minimum to stay afloat, imagining that when the performance appraisal time comes, the boss will probably be very nice to us and shower an increment, or shower a promotion as much as what he is doing to those hardworking people. But you rationally think about it, do you think that is going to happen? It is not going to happen. You need to put in a fair amount of hard work, and that fair amount of hard work is a basic prerequisite to survive in whichever system you are. I mean, if you're on a family, if you're holding responsibility of being a father, of being a husband, you need to work hard to sustain your family, to keep your family, not just keep your family afloat, in fact, given all the comforts that your family thinks are necessary. So that's how it is. Similarly, at the workplace, if you want a promotion, if you want a hike at the end of the year, you need to probably prove that you're worthy of the hike in terms of the delivery, in terms of results. And how are the results going to come? Unless otherwise there is a streak of luck happening in what you do, you probably have to work harder than the entire lot of people with you, or at least work as hard as them. So this is very, very clear. So the question of being lazy, lackadaisical, having a lot of inertia, and just leaving things to chance or luck is purely kind of fair amount of stupidity is involved in being like that, irrespective of how well, how rightly or wrongly you may take it. Yes, it might sound very, very offensive, but believe me, I've come across a fairly undulating career trajectory where I've seen the peaks of the careers and lows of the careers. In most cases, the lows of my careers were primarily because I probably took things very lightly, took things, left things to destiny, left things to too much of imagination. Unfortunately, what happens is these self-development books or these coaches are a huge bane on our mind and on our life itself, I would say. A lot of people, even people on Instagram and YouTube, I think come up with courses which are essentially taunting you with shortcuts to success, instant crorepati. Why do you work hard? Why do you even make a course before you can sell your course? And I think sheer nonsense like that. They're all only trying to make a quick buck. Believe me, tremendous amount of hard work goes into succeeding in any field for that matter. It can be coaching, it can be engineering, it can be medicine, it can be doctor, it can be a lawyer, whatever be the chosen profession. If you're a coding person, if you're a project manager in a software company, if you're a tech lead in a hardware or semiconductor company, wherever you are, believe me, hard work is the only thing that gets rewarded. Yes, a fair amount of luck along with the hard work is going to help, but that is not all, and that is not the only thing that is going to come to your rescue. On 100 people, yes, 5 people get very, very lucky. I'm not denying that. But unfortunately, we only notice those 5 people and say, okay, I'll also get lucky one day. Whereas the fact remains that there are 94 other people and we are the 95th person who is in that league that we need to work hard for our survival or staying afloat. So bear this in mind, shake out all the inertia in you, and yes, let Lady Luck smile on you whenever she wants, but if you're going to constantly imagine that Lady Luck is on a standby mode permanently with you and always there for you to shower luck almost on a day in and day out basis, then I only wish that whatever you're imagining comes to reality. But I also have to tell you the brute reality that Lady Luck is not standing beside you always. I think Lady Luck probably will visit once in a blue moon, and for God knows, she may not even smile on you in your entire lifetime. So that is the brutal reality of life. These are the brutal realities of life once you have the kind of experience and wisdom with you. And in all my experience and probably in humility, I'll tell you that there is no substitute for hard work. It might sound very, very mundane. It might sound a cliche to say that hard work is the only route to success or going up on the career ladder, but that is a brute fact. So this is the first singular reason which we saw just now. And what can be the second reason why we don't want to hard work? The second reason is in all probability a fallout of the first reason. We really don't set goals for ourselves. Goal setting, again, may sound very, very cliched, but goal setting is very, very important every stage of life. When you're in school, you need to have a very, very clear mind in your 8th or 9th grade as to what you want to be, or what branch you want to take after your 10th standard, and accordingly you need to score marks whichever school or system you're in. You can be in CBSE if you're in India, you can be the state board, you can be ICSE. So essentially, if you need a first group which is a stream to go into engineering or medicine, you need to work that much harder. If you need the other group where you want to choose commerce, you have to work lesser. So essentially, it also clearly boils down to what is the kind of goals you have at each stage or each level. So once you move or cross that stage, and once you want to get into college, you need to very, very clearly know what you want to do, see what interests you, see what your passion, and see the meeting point of passion and earnings. So life is not all about passions. I keep telling people who really are probably fairly blind to the whole thing. A lot of times we assume that passion is just sufficient to push us through in our life. It is not important. It is because passion is something what you like to do, but is there a need for it in the market? Are there people willing to pay for it? That is a $1 billion question you have to address. And to that end, you need to probably see a meeting point of passion and earnings and what people want or people demand. A doctor, an MBBS doctor, yes, it is in demand. An engineer in a large engineering company, it is in demand. A commerce graduate wanting to show his skills in tax management and a chartered accountancy firm, it is in demand. A good writer or outstanding writer working for a media outlet or a creativity company or a marketing company, there is a demand. So like this, every single profession has a kind of need and demand, and the market is willing to pay a particular price for it. If you're essentially good at coding and things like that, again there is a demand. So unless otherwise there is a clear meeting point between what is required by market, what the market is willing to pay for, and what you are good at, only this converging point is going to give you consistent rewards over time. It is very, very important to bear that. And bearing that, you need to set your goals at each stage of your life. And goal setting is a very, very permanent thing. It is not that once you set your goals, these goals can't change. Goals are shifting. Goal posts every 5 years or 10 years, your goal posts can change. But the bottom line of all these goals is to see that you live a very, very comfortable life, irrespective of whatever happens around you. Ceteris paribus, irrespective of how well people around you are doing, you need to really envision that you will want this in your life. What are the needs in your life? What are the wants in your life? And to cross your needs and get to your wants, what is the kind of hard work you have to put in each stage? And believe me, achieving goals is also tremendous amount of hard work. I mean, people say people are getting good at things, but you would probably have known the classic or golden rule of work, where only when somebody puts in 10,000 hours of work in any area, they really become experts at it to become the top 1%. And probably if you really want to be in the top 10 or 20%, you need to probably put in about 5,000 hours of work, which is easily about 7-8 years of tremendous amount of hard work. And 7-8 years, if you just take an 8-hour work day, will translate to roughly about 15-20 years. So that is what consistent work is all about. And as I keep saying, careers are a marathon, careers are not a sprint. So to make careers or to make wonderful careers which give you both job satisfaction, monetary satisfaction, and happiness on the family front, you clearly have to set goals. And it is a refusal to set these goals which again doesn't want us to work hard or doesn't make us to work hard. Once you have your goals in every stage of your life, you probably are going to be very, very clear that yes, there is no other choice. I need to work hard towards achieving goals in every stage of my life. Goals can be trivial, goals can be big. If you have to watch a movie this weekend, you need to plan for that. You need to provide time for that. You need to provide resources for that, because thanks to this mall culture, even movie watching in India is not cheap anymore. So like that, every small and big things requires a kind of a goal, and you need to also put in the kind of efforts which are required for the goal. If it is a small goal, what are the resources required for the goal? And for larger life goals, what are the resources required? Predominantly for large life goals, if you look at it, what is required is essentially hard work through years and years of your time, putting in your resources on that, and primarily getting better at what you do. I think learning, unlearning, and relearning are huge fad now, and they are also very, very important for somebody to. It is important to supplement your hard work in life with more and more knowledge in your chosen area. And I would probably seriously urge you to consider these factors. If you're working hard already, wonderful, but if you probably are not putting in hard work, assuming that luck is going to come besides you, I will only say good luck, but it doesn't happen easily. So very, very clearly do these two things. One, very clearly set the goals in every stage of life. Wherever you are in life, set your goals and see what kind of work has to go to your goals. And to For God's sake, shake out all the inertia on you. I'm not saying you to slog your way to the extent that you should spoil your health, but for sure you need to put in a kind of hard work which probably a majority of people out there are putting there. People who are winning, people who are succeeding, people who are probably making a fair cut in their career and life are not those people who are lazing around. Again, don't look at people who are lucky. That is a different league altogether. Look at a preponderance. Look at a majority of the people. What are they doing to get where they are getting? And in case of their material comforts, how much of work has got into their material comforts? Do you think that they have the inertia in you and they're just lazing around and they've gotten there that easily? No, that is not a fact. Unfortunately, a lot of this success literature gives also emphasis to luck. And destiny is also oversold in a lot of places. If you probably read Robin Sharma, I think everything happens very, very naturally and easily, and you just need not worry about anything. You just need not sweat. You just to keep going, and one fine morning you'll become a monk who sold his Ferrari. Doesn't work that way. I'm telling you from my own experience and little wisdom. I would urge you to take these things very, very seriously, and in the most simple terms, the reason for not putting hard work is number one, inertia or being lax, and number two, a lack of goals. So have these two in place. I'm sure you'll go places both in your career and life. I wish you all the very best and a great time with your family and friends. I'm sure you like this podcast on hard work. Consider liking and subscribing to this. I wish you all the very best again. Thank you. I'll see you again soon in another interesting topic. Thank you.